Hey Bayek, it's me Ian. And in today's video, I'm continuing my look at classic albums from my CD collection. Albums that I think are classic. And this is Elite Hotel by Emmylou Harris from 1975. And this is her third studio album. And previously, in the same year, we'd had Pieces in the Sky, which was the album that became acclaimed and was really the breakthrough album in her career. And then the next album is, after this, Luxury Liner, 1976, which I absolutely love. I was unsure whether I was going to review that one or this one, but I went for this one. Luxury Liner meant a lot because I bought that on the strength of seeing Emmylou Harris on the wonderful Old Grey Whistle test. And this is where I was introduced. What a brilliant program, the Old Grey Whistle test. You know I talk about it and have so many fond memories. Well, here it is. We've got a program that brings country and rock into my learning about music. Yes, because for me it's a learning process. And here it was, and it was fantastic. I was blown over. Country had a certain bad image in many ways, and there I was listening to this and thinking, wow, this is great. But of course, as you learn more about music, country music really is developed from American folk music. It's that's where it all came from. And the image we have certain country artists is the wrong image, really. It's a big genre with lots of different things in it. Anyhow, I'm going off there. Now, Emmylou Harris, she was born in 1947, and she was discovered by Graham Parsons, and he was such a big influence on country rock and the development of country rock. When he died in 1973, his influence on her music was massive. But she hadn't signed to a record label, and she got her contract in that year, 1973. And it was with Reprise Warner Brothers. And her career just started to take off. As I saw her on the Gold Grey Whistle test. She gained more and more popularity, and the album's sales were amazing. They did so well. Again, crossover artist producing great music. And she became also well known for her collaborations with two other artists who are very well known and well respected, Dolly Parton and Linda Ronstadt. She did the albums with them, Trio 1987 and Trio 2 in 1999. These were highly loved albums, highly acclaimed, just such great albums. So in the 2000s, she signed to No Such Records and started recording more of her own material. She had previously written some songs, but now there were a lot more that were highlighted in her album. She did a lot more composing, and it developed, quite rightly, just brilliantly developed in her career. She also worked with the wonderful Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits, and then he went in and just carried on doing loads and loads of work as an artist, collaborations and his own work. And together they produced Road Running in 2006, which was a massive success for them. And they went on tour, did live stuff together. And she also worked with, I say, Rodney Crowell as well, who had been in her band and become an artist in his own right. And she worked with him. That's amazing. So when we look at her career to date, she has sold 15 million records worldwide. There are 22 solo albums and 6 collaboration albums. What an amazing amount contribution, and she's still going. She's still doing it, and I've seen her still pop up now and again, which is great to see. I love seeing her. She's still there doing it. She's a great artist. You've got to have so much admiration for somebody like Emmylou Harris. Still doing it. Fantastic. She just gets down, does her work as a great artist. There's never any controversy with her. Anything. She is just a brilliant artist. She just works hard. Great musician and writer now. I think loved by so many people. Really. So, this album was recorded June 1975. It was released on the 29th of December 1975 on the Reprise label. The producer was Brian Ahern. Now, her relationship with him was crucial because she went on to do 11 albums with him. 11 albums. Wow, that's a great relationship. And he also produced, not surprisingly, Rodney Crowell. So there's a big connection there. Johnny Cash, Macy K. Place, Ricky Skaggs, Marty Robbins, George Jones, Linda Ronstadt, there she is again, Roy Orbison, Willie Nelson, and Don Williams. These are just some of the artists that he produced. So she had a great producer, very important, great. So we'll go through the musicians on this album. We've got Emmylou Harris playing the vocals, of course, and acoustic guitar. And there it is. We've got Brian Ahern, producer, doing acoustic guitar. We've got Mike Aldridge doing the dobro. We've got Brian Berline doing fiddle and mandolin. We've got James Burton doing the electric guitar. We've got Rodney Crowell doing the electric guitar and backing vocals. We've got Hank DeVito doing pedal steel. We've got Glenn Harding doing piano and electric piano. And then we've got Linda Ronstadt, yes, doing backing vocals. Oh, what an artist Linda Ronstadt is. Then we've got Ron Tutt on drums. We've got John Starling, acoustic guitar. We've got another drum. We've got John Ware on drums. Then we've got Emery Gordon Jr. doing bass and vocals, backing vocals. So that is the lineup of musicians. Brilliant. I mean, what a great lineup of musicians. Fantastic. And it shows on the album how good this is. Great musicians. So we'll go through the tracks. We've got Amarillo, which is a great opening track. It's full of the joy in many ways of this album. This album it just starts off, gets you in the right mood. And that is written by Harris and Crowell. So this is one that she collaborated on writing with. Then there's Together Again, which is Owens, and wow, so emotional. The vocals on that are absolutely fantastic. Then we've got Feeling Single, Seeing Double. And there's humour almost in this song. And it's brilliant. It just really gets along, rocking kind of. But it puts a smile on your face. And we've got Sin City, which is a Parsons Hillman song. So there we are. Yes, brilliant. Then we've got One of These Days, Montgomery. Till I Gain Control. That's number 6. 7, Here, There, and Everywhere, which is Lennon and McCartney song. Wow. She brings out so much in that song. Absolutely beautiful. It's a great Beatles song. When here she is doing it, I'm just, oh, wow, bringing her own take on it. It's fantastic. And then number 8 is Ooh Las Vegas, which is Parsons and Grish. Then we've got Sweet Dreams, number 9. We've got Jambalaya on the Bio, another traditional inspired song by Williams. And then we've got Satan's Jewel Crown, Eden. Again, an interesting song. We've got number 12, Wheels. And this she sings with John Edwards. That is a Hillman Parsons song. Then there's bonus tracks. Why, you got to have your bonus here, mate. Yep, we've got some bonus tracks. 2 bonus tracks. We've got You're Running Wild, and that is with Rodney, Don Winters, and Crowell. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Then we've got Cajun Born with Joel L. Sonia, and that is written with Sonia and Goel. Wow. What? Just love it. Absolutely love this. Such a great album. There were some singles taken from this album. Together Again, which is hardly surprising. It's just such a wonderful track, Together Again. Then One of These Days, oh yeah, and Sweet Dreams. Fantastic. Those were the singles taken from the album. So this album is a beautiful album. It's beautiful, but it's also fun, exciting, emotional. She is able to bring so much emotion as well within these songs. So you can be smiling, but you can also be feeling the emotion as well with more sadder kind of songs as well. Her talent as a vocalist is so clear here, and as a musician as well. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you can get that feeling of the roots of country, the folk roots, which is where all this came from. And yet we get the mixture also with a more rock outlook as well, which is exactly what I saw on the television. We get that here, and I think it comes out even more on Luxury Liner, which is the next album, 976. This album I absolutely love. I love both those albums so much. That's why I wasn't sure which one to review, but I went for this one. I love it. I've got so much respect for her. She is such a great artist. She's always done things her own way as well. And she gets on with it. There's no controversy at all with her. She is a wonderful example of a great musician who is there with her talent displayed all over these years. And I just love her, how she is. I just think she's perfect. And when I listen to this album, it just brings back a lot of memories of that period when I first got into it. This is, again, 1975, 1976, just before punk. And I carried on into punk, still liking this kind of music. So I'm liking everything, as you know. I did Donna Summers the other week, and then prog rock is still very much in my mind. All these wonderful types of music. Who could not love all this kind of music? You know, there's so much great music around, and this is another good example. Absolutely love it, and highly recommended if you want to get into that. But perhaps you won't. But I love it. I just think, and I think, as I say, seeing her all those years ago on the Old Grey Whistle test, I immediately, from that program, bought the album she was promoting, which was Luxury Liner. And I just absolutely fell in love with her. And that is the power of that program. You don't get that nowadays, right? You don't get the artists the same. There's not the same. I think there's Jules on, but even that is getting shrunk and reduced. There's nobody on promoting great music anymore. And maybe that's why there isn't much music that we identify, even buy nowadays. It's sad because there must be a lot of good musicians around, and if we look, we probably could find them. But if they're not getting the showcases, how are we going to know about them? That is sad, really, and this is what happens. And so maybe this is why I'm stuck here liking all these old stuff years and years ago. But there we are. I absolutely love it. And before I go, well, let's have a look at this album. There it is from my CD collection. See it there? Fantastic album. And then there's the back. You see the back there? Fantastic. And we'll look inside. There we are. You see inside. Let's take the disc off. Oh yeah, because there's a picture of Emmylou Harris there. Fantastic. Doesn't it look great? Beautiful CD. Absolutely love this. I mean, what more can you say? Brilliant. All treasures in my CD collection. Absolutely love it. And that's it. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and we'll let you know when I put out these videos. And if you like it, give it a like, because it gets it out onto YouTube and hopefully other people might enjoy it. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments. By heck I do. I've gone on too long, haven't I? So all I've got to say is I'll see thee again.